I feel that couple of things are getting right in the sense research parallelly is happening. I mean, research is something which is so critical for our industry to grow. I mean, you look at the markets which have just exploded in double-digit growth. I mean, the recent examples being US, where they've done the research a year back, or you take the Australian market. These markets have actually boomed because of research. Research is happening parallelly, and parallelly a lot of agencies are also investing in India and in research. I see that with digital research and also consolidation, which is very important factor in our industry, because what happens is the entry level in this trade is so low that even if I put up one billboard, I am one of the contractors, or so to say media players in the industry. But yeah, with government norms changing and a lot of regulations happening, consolidations are happening. Big players like international players like Clear Channel or JC Deco have entered India. Big media houses in India are actually looking at the medium very seriously. So you've got players like Times or Pioneer, or you take Sambhav or Gujarat Samachar. There are a lot of media houses who have really invested in the medium. So I think 2 years, 3 years down the line, the growth which is at 7-8% today will continue. In fact, I look at reaching at 9, closer to 9 by 3 years time. I mean, there are various figures, but yeah, realistically it is between 7 and 8. I'm taking into account not the unorganized part or not the build part of it. I'm taking the agency billing, which is largely consolidated and can be accounted and can be vetted at a proper scale. I mean, there are various figures where people talk about 1800 to 2000 crore industry, but there are also figures about 2500, 3000 crore industry today. So to say, if I want to sort of step all 3 years in a row, I would say year 1 or year 1.5 was a year of investment for us. That is how we pitched, and we said that this year is going to be a year of investment, where we went out, we took all the global tools with us, and we went out and we were able to get within 3 months we were able to get somewhere around about 25-28 clients on board, which was a huge success. I mean, that laid the path for repeated business, and we were able to retain those clients like Blue Star, Philips. These are very old clients of ours, whom we are still continuing with, clients like Montblanc and various other clients. So that was year of investment, where we not only invested in our tools and systems and processes, because the trade is so difficult that until unless you have control, the financial control and also the process control over the entire business, it will become very difficult for a lot of players to operate in the market. Because a lot of things happen at ground level, and until unless you have a central control at the ground level, you cannot operate. So we've tried to invest into processes, systems, people, getting right people on board, training them. So couple of us, I mean 7-8 of us have went up to UK and Germany and Singapore, and we've trained ourselves to the way global out of home operates. So that was the year of investment, and I think in last 1.5 year we've been able to scale up, in the sense we've not only scaled vertically, which is very important in any business, but we've also tried to stabilize our business horizontally. So we've entered into retail 1.5 years back through Hyperspace, and Hyperspace today is one of the very serious players in the retail industry. I mean, we have got clients like Philips, Mattel Toys, clients like Tommy Hilfiger, clients like GoAir, clients like so to say in North we've got Nokia. A lot of clients who have vested their faith in us. The way they operate is not, they don't compete, they collaborate. There are particular segments where Brandscope operates, and there are certain segments where Posterscope operates. Obviously, depending on client's niche and client's requirement, and the way competition is, you need to tune yourself to clients' requirement. There are specialized requirement in certain categories. So categories like Brandscope, who exclusively work with a lot of agencies, so there is a specialized kind of servicing. We've got a tie-up with 7 other agencies with whom Brandscope works. Posterscope largely works with our own network clients of Aegis as well as direct clients. So where you need a different kind of offering and a different kind of servicing which is there. But yeah, at our level, we don't see, which will take the lead and which will not, because everyone has a different role to play. And I believe that it's very important for a business stability to have eggs in different baskets rather than eggs in one basket. This point in time, what we've done is, as an agency, we've been operating, so to say, strategically and with a lot of thinking in a client bracket of 5 crores to 25 crores. So most of our clients are in that bracket. We are an agency who are 100 crore plus without a telecom, which is a very big achievement for me, because I have handled Tata Indicom, I have handled Idea, and I know what it takes to handle a client which is 45-50 crore account. A lot of investment, a lot of time gets into it. But today, we have reached a stage where there is a lot of stability because through these clients. And my key challenge would be now in year 2012 is to get into scale. So we have deliberately kept ourselves away from large clients, especially telecom, because it needs a lot of infrastructure and involvement. And it's a volume business, so to say. So by say 2012, 2013, we are looking at a couple of telecoms in our kitty, which will give us volumes. We are present in most of the categories, right from telecom, not from telecom, but if you look at automobiles, we handle 2-3 automobile clients. We are in FMCG through PNG. We are in retail through Future Group. So largely the business has been diversified. Initially when we started, our heavy reliance was on retail. So we had Future Group and lifestyle and such clients. So our reliance was heavy on that category. But I believe that in year 3 we've got far more stable by having different units, but having different sets of clients which have got a lot of stability. So we are present in liquor through various three big brands. We've got ABD, we've got UB Group. So we're able to diversify that also. So good amount of presence in various categories is very important for us. Definitely it helps. I mean, large network brings in a lot of networking, and in our business, knowing people, connectivity, network is something which is very important, because that gives credibility. And Aegis Media brings in a lot of credibility, because the core principle that we want to set in India is reinventing the way brands are built. And we all as individual unit heads or groups, we believe in that. And whenever we go and approach a client, we truly ensure that we are adding or bringing something new, because Aegis Media as such has been present globally and doing so much of work. And I mean, I have earlier worked in a big network, and I've seen the drawback, single country, single P&L formula which is there, which actually helps us to ensure that every unit gets a equal share or a relevant share. It's not that because I don't have out of home, I will not sell out of home to my client. Because I don't have a activation, I will not do that. That is one of the key features, and which the entire network has brought into India. If you look at the trends, obviously trends keep on changing, and I believe that the current trend which is currently happening is in terms of the shelf life. The current trend, so to say, when we talk about shelf life, it is becoming slightly difficult, because what has happened in last 1.5-2 years is basically, if you look at the out of home campaigns, they have come down, in the sense when we were talking about for campaign for a month, today average campaign which happens in metro is 10 to 15 days. So what happens is there is huge amount of challenge in managing the inventory, and huge amount of challenge comes to a planner and a buyer to reschedule or get best of the inventory for the brand. What happens is, there are a lot of ups and downs when it comes to inventory management, and which is where brands have started suffering. Good that 6-8 months back the industry recognized that, because we had even gone to a trend of 2 days, 3 days campaign.
Okay.
which because of the association, and we all got together and we said that there has to be a minimum slab of 10 days,
Right.
which is where the industry is now following, which is the current trend. I mean, if you look at most of the campaigns, they are in the range of between 10 to 21 days. Hardly are the days where now you see a campaign which is 1 month, 45 days. But it also add to the fact that the clutter is increasing in out of home, not only vertically but also horizontally. When I talk about vertically, you look at hoardings, for example, in Bombay, there are 4,500. And when you talk about horizontally, the media options are newer. I mean, mobile hoardings, malls, multiplexes, so plethora of options which are there. So I believe that this trend, which is bringing down the duration, it brings in a lot of challenge to our planners and buyers. Internally, we have come up with a strategy of managing that, and we've geared up. I mean, we've started that process 4 or 5 months back when we got a notification from our international so to say headquarters, and we are looking at managing cost in a much better way, keeping our cost low, and I mean, even if you don't do that, and if you are able to manage your cost and optimize your billing vis-a-vis the cost which you are incurring, I think you become a far more stable business. So obviously we've taken some few steps to be ready for that recession. As a business, you have to be ready for it. I mean, you cannot, I mean, recession is something you cannot predict. I mean, it happens, it does not happen. Yes, you might say that the degree of recession which will hit India might be lower than maybe a US or a European economy, but yes, there will be a slowdown. Definitely research will definitely help, and I am of the opinion that if you have numbers, because today what is happening is, I mean, I go to a client and the client will say that my reach in television is very cost effective, or my reach on newspaper is delivering this much. When I go, it is very difficult for me to answer those questions. I mean, yeah, obviously it also varies on degrees of closing at clients end. For example, if I go and meet a management trainee or a media manager, he might not even understand that kind of a language or a jargon. But yeah, obviously when I go and meet the management of the company, which is where most of the pitching have now started happening, these are the obvious questions which a lot of clients are asking. Once we have that thing in mind, then we are at one page, and then we can compete with the other. I mean, obviously there is no competition, we have to collaborate, because a best media plan, so to say, will emerge out of combination of different media options which you take. For Philips, incidentally, we've done a lot of innovations. We won at the Exchange for Media, we won the best strategic plan for Philips campaign, where the key challenge for them was to launch the entire lighting division for them in a very different light. So what we did was, we looked at 8 cities in south of India, and we use our prism map in a very effective manner, in the sense it gives us the opportunity of saying that every 2 kilometers there will be a certain amount of frequency which can be created. So we use Google Map exclusively and ensured that we took media option in a manner that it creates impact. In fact, more than the PR and the award, it's the delivery which the client got. I mean, the sales rose beyond 15%. The brand recall rose more than 20%. So those are the things which help. Apart from Philips, we did some great work on Total lubricants, where we looked at malls. We've done some great work for Future Group, where we created a giant trolley, and then which was taken in 2010, where the entire campaign then was based on a giant trolley. We've done some amount of good work on UB Group in last 3 years now. We've been continuously handling their beer division, and the amount of insights and in-depth we've been providing them, the client is very appreciative of our work. So these are some of the key work which we've done across various brands.